Councilman Brown?
All right. Start with the third ward news. For introduction, we have four-way stop signs. I'm hoping all the council members support that. This is a four-way stop sign I've been requesting for a while. That's on the corner of East Curtis. What's your street?
Maple.
East Curtis and Maple, and to help reduce some of the accidents there. Also, street paving hopefully will happen soon on East Price Street and on East Blanky to finish that project. And lastly, I've been in discussions with the councilwoman from the first ward that hopefully sometime in May, we're looking to do a joint project as far as a barbecue/picnic in May at some point. So we'll keep residents posted about that. On to my committee reports. From the Budget Review and Finance Committee, approval is requested for the following finance actions. The payment of bills totaling $1,031,620.53. Bills have been signed by the Mayor, Council President, and Finance Chairman, and a detailed check register and vouchers are in file in the clerk's office. Item number 2, we are in receipts of investments made by the City Treasurer for the month of March at a rate of 0.15%. I move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Byer?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Cosby Hurling?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Yamakaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
Okay. Also, briefly to touch upon some improvements that are going to be happening on Wood Avenue. I know some questions have been asked, and they give a little bit more details of the improvements that are happening along on Wood Avenue. Some of these improvements, besides the streets, will include trees, tree grates, new crosswalk striping, as well as crosswalks along north and south sides of Wood Avenue. Between Blanket Street and East Elizabeth Avenue, the sidewalks are anticipated to be widened by additional 4 feet on each side. The sidewalk widening is intended to reduce the speed of car traffic, as well as increase pedestrian safety. Also, all pedestrian heads will be upgraded to meet the latest manual of uniform traffic control device standards, and all ramps will be installed to comply with both the Americans with Disabilities Act as well as the public right of way. As funding permits, additional things will include site bench, bike racks, and I don't know if we could do this, but solar panel crosswalks. So that are some of the improvements that would be done on Wood Avenue. I'm also chairman of the Law Committee, and I mention this is because recently, I want to say about last week, we met with the Board of Health, Public Works, and the Construction Code on about enforcing some of the violations that we see in town. No matter where you go, residents are concerned about the maintenance of some of these bank-owned properties and some of these commercial buildings. So we're looking to enforce some of these violations more. I think one ordinance that's on file, thanks to Councilwoman Hickey, was, and I believe, increasing the bank fees of some of these bank-owned properties, because we want Linden to look nice, but it now comes down to a matter of enforcement, especially when we have businesses that are not in Linden that are not doing their due diligence as far as keeping Linden clean. So that's a meeting that we have held, and I just encourage residents, if you've seen bank-owned properties that have issues, to contact either your council person, the mayor's office. We'll take care of it from there, where we will contact either Construction Code or the Board of Health and make sure violations are sent out, as well as making sure those properties are maintained. Lastly, I'm also on the Linden Merchants Committee, which is a committee that hasn't met. I will be coming out with more reports on some of the work that we will be doing. But the first step right now, and I see our LEDC Director, Rich Bichelle, here, is we had a meeting where LEDC, SID, and the Linden Chamber of Commerce were brought together in a room. And the first thing that we noticed is that we have to improve communication with all three organizations, because the idea is that we want to help in encouraging and promote businesses here in Linden, and for residents to buy more from our Linden merchants. And so as months go by, I will explain more of the work that we will be doing. That's it. End of report.
Thank you, Councilman Brown.